Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Gen Z Sanctum. It is a wonderful Wednesday, and well, it will be a wonderful Wednesday when you guys are hearing this because I'm going to let you guys in on a
Who
little
says they
secret.
need to know if we're pre-recording or not?
We're not pre-recording, guys. Forget what I was about to say. Sorry,
We're all dying.
choked on Nathan. I mean, what?
What?
His words. I choked on his words. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, have you heard that joke of where their wife comes up to their husband? Hey, what would you do if you found me choking? I'd pull out a couple inches.
Yo, honey, yeah? Have you ever tried Five Guys? Like, all at once? The food! Oh!
I heard that one.
I love that one.
So I saw a joke the other day. It was
Yep. Well, I forgot to introduce... Nathan's with us today.
Yes, I am with it.
Forgot
I
about
am
that.
with everybody.
All right, small talk. Oh,
So-
by the way, Braden is here today as well, which is cool.
Yes, we don't have breaks.
Yeah, I was-
anymore, so it's kind of.
I was waiting to be introduced. I was like, should I just keep quiet or just start talking?
You're introduced now, so now keep quiet because we're talking. Shut up. And no, I'm kidding.
Wow. But there was one joke that I saw. So we all know how Trump rallied. Well, he didn't really rally. He just helped at a McDonald's,
Yeah.
which I think was kind of a rally. Anyway, Kamala Harris was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna help at Five Guys." All five of them?
This isn't the first time she's
Okay.
helped out with Five Guys. Have you seen the other meme from that Trump thing where it's like the other chef from the other movie? It's like, I need 300 fries right now. Coming right up. No need to shout. It's all under control. Anyway,
Like, I fully understand, but I'm really questioning, like, what was the point?
he's practicing for if he loses the election. I don't know.
Bruh, he doesn't need to work at a McDonald's.
That's
He can
true.
just fly away to the sunset and be on his private island for the rest of his life.
He just
if he
fly
wants
his
to.
plane directly into the sun and make
Bruh,
a Batman. And
If he doesn't win this election, he can just retire.
that's true. I would.
But he's gonna win this election.
Pretty sure he's gonna.
Oh,
win.
I'm. If he doesn't win this election,
That's my reaction if he doesn't win the election.
Just. All right, I'm moving to Australia now. So long, sayonara, everybody.
Oh,
We're
crikey,
out of here.
guys. He lost the election. We're moving across to Australia.
We moving to Australia, boys, or Canada, huh?
Huh?
Canada?
Canada.
What? Canada.
Yes.
Why
Canada.
do you
Anyways.
pronounce it Canada?
I kind of purposefully pronounced it like that. We're gonna move to Canada.
Bro.
Yeah, I am big.
No offense to our Canadian listeners. Oh, wait, we don't have any free.
Wow. Boy,
That's what I
you
think of our
complained to
Mexican
me about
listeners.
burping into the mic. Now you're just like 1, 2, 3.
No, that's what I think of our
4.
Mexican listeners right there. Just
Wow.
go back behind the wall. All right.
All right.
I don't know what.
So
we're good. That was a lot of weird stuff. That was small talk, right? At that point. I think that was small talk.
okay. All right. I'm cool with that.
So, on to,
Hey, I have something that. No, I'm just kidding.
on to actual small talk, though. How was your week?
It was full.
Tell the freaking audience. About the
Oh
struggles
my
with the
gosh, do
talk.
I have a story to
Oh,
tell?
yeah, tell
so
them.
I'm gonna go in depth here. So
In-depth, daddy.
there was a
Oh,
listing
Oh.
for a set of seats. So I have a Honda Pilot, and I wanted to replace the seats in it, and I couldn't find a decent pair of seats for a good price
Yeah.
within my price range. So I found
He's
somebody
broke, by the
selling
way.
a
I'm
first and second row, and he had just downpriced it within my
Uh-huh.
budget. So I went and got them.
Mhm.
They were for a 2012, not a 2009.
Which
I want to emphasize that,
Okay.
which I already knew there was going to be some complications, so I bought them knowing there were going to be complications.
Right.
But I did not realize how in depth it would be to get these seats to function correctly.
Tell him, Nathan. Tell him.
So, we're going to start off with the driver's seat.
Ooh, okay.
So I first put the driver's seat in. I plugged it in. Everything worked. All the power and everything worked. I'm like, oh, cool. I may not actually have to do anything. And then I turned the heated seats on. Nothing happens.
Wow. All right.
So I'm like, great. So I start doing research. I start looking at the seats. And the heated seat circuit in the 2009,
Yeah.
they took it from the seat and stuck it in the dashboard in a
Wow.
2012 to 2015. I'm like, so then I had to swap the wiring harness from the old seat to the new seat. And then I realized the bottom cushion has a different connector for the heating element. So now I'm swapping a cushion. But then I got the seat in. Everything worked. Power, heated seats worked. Everything. And I'm like, oh, the passenger seat has the same connector. It'll just plug right in. We'll be all good. I plug it in. The airbag light comes on. I'm like, oh, goody.
Lovely.
And then when I'm starting to mess around with everything, I notice the bottom cushion is getting hot.
Oh.
With no heated seat switch turned on.
Huh.
I'm like,
That's not good.
that's not good at all.
Yeah.
And apparently they also changed the heated seat circuit of the passenger seat. They put it in the dashboard. They put the relays. They put all the controller stuff in the dashboard.
Bruh.
That was fun. And then I started to dig into why the airbag light was on.
It's like midnight at this point.
Yes. Well, no, it was more like 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I started digging into, I replaced the airbag, assuming, hey, maybe the airbag is bad. I plug it back in. Airbag light is still on. So then I tear the seat down to the bare frame.
The bare frame.
And I start looking into the wiring harness, the wires. So apparently the passenger seat has sensors to detect a occupant.
It got
But not
cheek
only-
detectors.
What?
It got cheek detectors.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it's got weight sensors, and it's also got sensors on the bottom, the back cushion, to see if like somebody's leaning out the window or they don't weigh enough. Like, let's say an infant was put in the passenger seat.
Which you shouldn't do, by the way.
Exactly. But if you do put an infant in the front seat, you need to turn the airbag off.
Right.
Well, that's really the only thing. Like, you can put an infant in the front seat if you turn the airbag off.
Yeah. It's
Which-
still not recommended, though.
It's still not recommended, but you can safely.
Right. Yeah.
But the car can determine how much something weighs, whatever's in the seat, and will turn the passenger airbag off automatically if the item does not weigh over 80 pounds.
Oh,
Whatever's in the passenger seat.
interesting.
So, like, even putting a milk jug or something in the passenger seat will trigger passenger airbag off.
Wow.
So
If you put like several gallons of, how many gallons of milk in the front seat do you think it would take? To
I think it
trigger
would
the
take
airbag?
at least, I would have to say,
Tonight on
10.
MythBusters. I'm kidding.
Place a bunker you can't.
No, I'm kidding.
Anyway, so all of that stuff was different. There's a module, there's sensors, there's everything was different. So I swap all that over and I plug it in. I'm like, it's going to be perfect. The airbag light's going to be off. It's going to feel amazing. I go turn the car on. Airbag light is still on. I'm like, what the frick?
And now it's
I spent
midnight.
3 hours on getting everything converted.
Okay, so now it's more like 1 o'clock.
No, now it's 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
And
And
this
now
after you said it would be a
I'm
2-hour
so pissed
fix.
off. I start kicking stuff. I throw wrenches everywhere, and I'm just like, oh, I should probably go to bed.
Yeah.
So I end up going to bed. I sleep on it, and then I wake up in the morning. I'm like, I think I know what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 2 weight sensors on each side of the seat. And everything else, airbag is what came out. Everything that is in the seat, safety airbag related, I know is good.
Okay.
So the only thing it could be is the weight sensors.
All right.
So then I transfer everything from the new frame to the old frame. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I mean wiring harness, cushions, everything over.
So now,
And I plug the seat in, airbag light stays off. I'm like, hallelujah.
so
And then
now
I
it's more
bolt
like
them back
noon the next
in,
day.
and everything's good. And I'm like, I spent 9.5 hours getting those seats to work.
Bro.
9.5 hours within Friday night and Saturday morning to get those
Wow.
seats
So
to work.
Nathan-
And I'm like,
At what time did the wrenches start flying?
that was at about 2 o'clock
In the morning
Like-
or the afternoon?
Morning.
The next day? Okay.
morning of
2 o'clock
Saturday
in the morning.
morning, 2 a.m. Wrenches started flying. Ryan came out. He just turned around in the garage and he just see.
Nathan, tell him about
You just leave.
the neighbor dude that came out.
But he came out originally like, "Hey, you should probably go to bed."
Ryan
like-
telling you to go to bed. That's funny.
Yeah. And I'm like, I know I need to go to bed, but I want to get this done.
Yeah.
Because I thought I knew everything to turn the airbag light off, and I was going to be so happy. The problem is I brought my happiness way up here
Yeah.
to be like, oh, this is going to be perfect. Everything is going to work. Everything's going to be totally fine.
Yeah.
I plug it back in, airbag light's still on. I'm like, I need to put somebody.
Just imagine a random
And-
neighbors having insomnia.
Here's
on
the
next...
Here's the best part of it. I already
Yeah.
told Braden this. When I started throwing wrenches and started cussing and swearing and just really mad, I don't know if I was hallucinating and I heard somebody in the background going, "Hey, shut up."
It was probably the neighbors that were that live in the apartment right above your
No, it sounded like they were
garage.
across the street.
Bro, imagine. Okay, here's the scenario. Imagine
Like I was so
you
tired.
got insomnia. You're up. You got a cup of coffee. It's like 3 a.m. So you know it's a good evening. So you wander outside, and then just from across, like there's a garage door open, like across the street, and then you just hear, "Son of a," and then wrenches start flying. Obviously, they'd be like, "Shut the frick up!"
Yeah, but then I just like started like being quieter. Then I'm like, oh, I didn't hear anything. What the frick? And I start throwing wrenches again. I'm like, what the frick? And then I hear the voice again. Hey,
Shut up!
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
But
Bro,
like I said, I don't know if I was hallucinating or anything.
Bro got so angry that the Holy Spirit had to audibly be like, "Hey, calm down, calm down, stop throwing things, shut
But-
up."
The good thing is that the seats are in. They work. Heated seats work fantastic. I'm like, thank you. But that was utterly atrocious. And, I mean, like I said, to be fair, if I knew I had to do that,
Yeah,
one, I probably wouldn't have bought them.
that's.
I
True.
mean, I may have bought them, but if I already knew that I had to swap all that stuff over, it would have taken me way less time, like maybe 2.5 hours.
okay.
Because I would have had all the tools. I would have known, because I could have done everything I needed with the driver's seat, take the harness off, and plug everything, pull the cushions off, swap everything over. Done. Like
So, what was the one part you were telling me you didn't have a tool for?
So, the material on the seats is held together with hog rings.
Okay.
They're kind of like U-shaped,
Mm-hmm.
but they're a one-use fastener.
Okay.
So basically, what it is, you wrap it around. It's basically a metal ring that you bend around something to secure something.
Yeah.
So that's what I didn't have that I needed,
Oh.
and I
So-
ended up overnighting one of those.
Oh.
So that cost me $30 for a $20 tool.
Wow.
But I was like, oh, I got the tool. I got everything. Sweet. This will be easy. And the driver's seat, after I knew what to do,
Mm-hmm.
it was so simple. I was calm. I knew exactly what to do. I put the driver's seat in. Everything worked. I'm like, perfect.
Nice.
And then the passenger seat is when hell arose.
So the back seats don't have like sensors and stuff
No,
in them. You
no.
just slide them in and it works.
You just unbolt the old ones, bolt the
Nice.
new ones in. You're good.
Nice. So it took you a total of like 2 whole days to get a seat problem that probably would have taken you maybe.
Yeah, if I knew exactly what to do, dude, it would have been super simple.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Anyway,
So
how was your week?
So nothing happened in my week except work, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta tell you about this stupid coworker. I'm not gonna name her.
What?
So this coworker.
Is it another Jerry?
It's not. It's a coworker. It's not a
Oh.
boss. Jerry? You mean Larry?
Jerry the Larry.
Who's Jerry? We know this time last year we talked about the rise of Gary, but that's a totally different guy.
We
Anyway,
got Gary, we got Larry, we got Jerry. This is fantastic.
we got a lot of Aries.
Next is Harry.
Harry.
And then Scary.
Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
not funny. Anyway, so basically, I went to work, and so I work dining room. So if people don't know what you do in dining room, so basically, like you sweep the floor, you change out the 4 trash cans, the 2 inside and the 2 outside on the balcony, and then you take the frickin' because they have these little plastic trays that they put the food in. So they get a plastic tray, they put a piece of paper over it.
Just basically a
and
food
then
tray.
Yeah. And they stack those above, like the trash can, and then there's a little metal shelf above that where they stack them.
Okay.
And then you grab those, take them back to the big, like, sink in the back.
Do you guys have a dishwasher by chance, or do you wash everything by hand?
We wash everything by hand. We don't have a dishwasher. We have somebody who sometimes will not show up on time, supposed to stand back there and wash the 2 different kinds of dishes, which was bird and non-bird. Bird is like the chicken containers that need to be washed carefully because cross-contamination, because it's raw chicken originally. And non-bird.
Wait, why do you call it bird and non-bird?
Because bird is because chicken. We make chicken. That's bird.
I understand that.
Non-bird.
But why not just say these are raw dishes? Like at Chick-fil-A, we call raw and regular. Those are the.
We call it bird and non-bird.
Okay. This is a bird dish. I cooked the chicken in it.
So basically, a bird dish would be the big containers that have the raw chicken in it, or the dishes that have where you take the raw chicken and dunk it in like the flour and that stuff. That's bird. The non-bird is 2 things: the sauces, so the big containers that they make the cane sauce in, and the little plastic, the plastic trays and the plastic. That's non-bird. So sometimes we'll have entire soccer teams show up, like 17 teams, all in uniform, will show up and fill up our dining room area.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they leave, there's like a big stack from like waist to head of these trays that sit out there on the thing. So my coworker, who's this short, bigger African American lady who's kind of slow on her feet, she kind of walks like this, she's our dishwasher. So she's washing dishes. These people come in, they start, doing things, and like I know how to do things. So like with trash bags, for instance, the trash bags are double lined, so they have double bags in them. You take one bag and replace that bag unless it's busted, and then you take both. That's the rules in the handbook, very clear.
Yeah.
So I take the trash, the things back. She goes on break. She's sitting next to some of the trash cans. She's sitting there like this. She waves me over and she's like, "Hey, that trash right there is full. Please get it." While she's sprawled out on break next to the trash bag. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me go get the thing." So there's this little cart that has everything that you need for trash that I roll over. I open it. I start taking one bag out, and she's like, No, you're supposed to take both. I'm like, well, it's not busted. There's nothing. Oh, you're supposed to take. She's like, oh, no, you're supposed to take both. I'm like, in the handbook, they tell you only take both if it's busted. And she was like, oh. Well, there's drinks in it. I was told that you're supposed to take it both out if you have drinks in it.
If you think you're right, why don't you take the trash out?
Exactly. Why are you sitting there giving me directions? That's what I hate the most.
Is she like a manager or something?
No,
or
she's just a normal coworker. She started shortly after I did. Which, like, I feel kind of like I've got seniority on, because half the staff that's there came in after the store first opened, which is when I started. Back in May, when they first opened their doors, I was one of the first people here. So when somebody who's newer than me and not a manager is sitting on their butt telling me how to do my job,
excuse me?
Excuse me? Why don't you? Also, the dishes are piling up. So you go back and there's this little flat table right next to the big sink where you're supposed to stack dishes. It's about here. The dishes are stacked to here, and she's on break out there sitting, telling me how to do the trash bags.
She's on break telling you how to deal with trash bags.
And she's dishwasher. She's not dining room.
You know
and
what?
She's not
You
a
know what
manager
I
either.
would tell her? I would be like, "Hey, you're on break. Why don't you focus on what you're doing, and I'll do my job."
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm way too nervous to say that, so I don't usually. What I did was I was just like, okay, I'm going to do it the way they told me to do it. And then I just left. I just turned around and walked away. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm glad they told, or like, I was like, oh, okay, interesting. They didn't tell me that, but I'm going to do it the way that I was told to do, and if a manager tells me to do it differently, I'll do it. And that's all I said and walked away.
I bet she was like,
Yeah, she's like 50. She's like a 50-year-old African-American lady who's like 300 pounds who does our dishes. And she was on break telling me how to do dining. Like,
wow.
She freaking not even in the same area, not a manager either. So it's like, what the frick are you talking about? Anyway, so that was fun. So then she left. So my shift is 2 to 6. So she leaves at 3. So I have her for 1 hour. So she goes on. You would never do this, right? She goes on break half an hour before she leaves. Half an hour before her shift ends. You would just push until your shift ends and then leave, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't take a break 30 minutes before it's time to stop because that break is a 30-minute break. So you'd be like, oh, I'm off break. Oh, look at the time. I gotta leave, that kind of thing. She comes back after her break, back to the back room, sees the dishes, does a few of them. Oh, look at the time. I'm out. And leaves a stack of dishes for someone else, for the manager to call someone else from some other position that's important to go do because she just left them there.
Wow.
We're 21 minutes in and we haven't even talked about the main topic yet. This was long talk. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Nathaniel, I do have one last question for you.
Frick your week, Braden. We're moving on. I'm kidding. No. No.
I do have one last question for you.
Okay, what was your question, Braden?
What did you think of Smile 2?
Oh, yeah. No, I went to see Smile 2 in theaters on Sunday with another friend. And it was okay. Not really that scary, I'll be honest. It the main character girl is like she's like spoilers for people. She's like a musician or whatever. And essentially the virus is like this person does like a really creepy smile, kills themselves in front of a person to cause trauma, and then through that trauma they infect that person, have them go crazy and kill themselves, and it moves on like a virus, kind of like that.
Wow.
So this main girl character is like a famous artist, and it grinded my gears how she was like, oh, frick, I can't deal with it, I can't deal. She was like JoJo Siwa. Like, in fact, many of her outfits were like JoJo Siwa-esque, like a colory leotard, the weird face paint and everything. And I was just like, the premise of the movie was good. Not that creepy, but I'd rate it a 6.5 out of 10. It was all right. Wouldn't go pay to see it again. Though.
Yeah, just like a one scene. That's enough.
Yeah, I'm good.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Braden, though...
I would give it like an 8.
So, let me ask you something. You give it an 8, but Braden, have you ever seen The Nun?
No. I don't like the demonic horror movies. That's just not my type.
You haven't seen Scary until you've seen the Conjuring series, the Annabelle series, the 2 Nun movies that now exist.
See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Most people have different phobias on scariness. So, it's, like, some people might have a stronger phobia on scarier stuff, like horror movies like that, so they just physically can't watch it. Like me.
Yeah.
I physically can't watch The Nun.
Oh, like a couple of years ago when I first watched The Nun, I showed Nathan a single frame from the movie, and he was like, nope,
nope,
not watching that.
Like, he showed me, like, a frame of a girl looking to a mirror and the nun standing behind her. I'm like, nope, get rid of it.
You actually got freaked out when I showed you the hallway scene where it's a dark hallway with like candles and they start going out as it gets closer to the camera.
I'm like, nope.
We didn't even see the monster in that hallway. You were just like, oh, nope, frick, turn it off.
Yep.
Turn it off. Anyway, also, Braden, by the way,
Also-
that movie has a demon in it. The entity that spread from person to person is a demon, so you say you don't like demonic stuff?
Technically, it's a virus.
They say it's a demon in the movie. If you listen to it, they said it's a demonic entity that goes from person to person. So,
Okay, shut up.
yeah. Con 4K Ultra HD. No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
But you gotta also understand, well, those movies are so intense to make
yeah.
that the actress who played the nun needed therapy after the
Yeah,
movie.
I heard about that too.
Yeah. That's how intense it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if the actress who played the nun needed therapy to get her back sane, I was like, I'm good.
And then there are the other horror movies, like the old Child's Play movie that I put on at my house for Nathan. He falls asleep about 10 minutes into it.
Yep, I'm just like, I'm good. Yeah.
So the like old 80s horror movies that use dolls as the monsters, Nathan just
I'm
falls
just
asleep.
like, I don't understand the demonicness of dolls.
Boo. I don't
Like,
know either,
I
but
never have really understood it. So when I see dolls as scary, I'm like, okay.
Google Gaga. That's what I don't know.
But when I see somebody like blackness around their eyes, just
the,
like
the
slowly.
the blood tears that come down and they just start like
You know what's really scary to me?
what?
When somebody comes up all black, you just see
Responsibilities.
eyes, but then you just see a smile just appear out of
Oh,
nowhere. I'm
yeah.
like, nope,
Yeah,
nope,
yeah,
nope, I'm done,
yeah.
I'm done, I'm out, I'm out.
Oh yeah.
Bye bye.
That's scary for me too. Another scary thing for me that would probably be scary for Nathan would be either The Ring or the Grudge series,
Okay.
which is just so there's this one scene in The Grudge where The Grudge is a movie about a woman who's murdered by her husband and she comes back for revenge essentially
Yeah.
as a monster, but her neck got broken when she dies, so all she can do is make the noise and that's the first thing you hear. Before you even see her, you just are in like a dark room and all you just start hearing is
You're like,
oh frick. And this is
Yep.
in Japan, by the way.
wow.
Anyway, very creepy. Love those films though.
Yeah, but here's one thing that even like just triggers my phobias of scary movies. All I need to see
Yeah.
is like a picture like that. That is all I need. That is all I need.
Nathan just pulled up a picture of the nun on his phone and I was like, yep.
So my phobias are so bad that if I look at a picture long enough like that, my bathroom door is open, and
Oh,
if I
frick,
see
no.
something, I see a figure start to appear. I'm like, no,
Oh,
no,
frick, no.
no.
Gary
I
has
turn the
come
lights
back.
on, and I'm just like, no, turn the
Gary
lights
has-
on.
Gary has come back.
But
from
I
the dead.
understand. I understand why that happens because your brain sees something and it tries to. So it's my
Yeah.
brain saw that picture and it's
Yeah.
like complete dark. What do I do? And then it just starts putting that there, and I'm just like,
Nope. Like,
Yeah, that's how the
and
game
what's
Bloody
really
Mary
bad
works
with
too.
me
Yeah.
is I know it happens with a lot of people, but when something scary like happens, I just freeze. I can't do anything.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
stuck there.
Well, don't do that.
Like in horror movies, when people just like when people don't get stuck, I'm just like, how? Like
Yeah,
people
no,
just see
Nathan-
something scary and they just run. I'm like, I couldn't run. I just
Nathan's
stand there.
Nathan's the guy.
Nathan
who's-
doesn't have fight or flight. He has sit and stand still.
Nathan's the kind of person to like back into the horror villain, like be scared and be slowly backing
He's right
away.
behind me, isn't
He's
he?
right behind me, isn't he? That's the
Yeah,
kind
he-
of person.
Like
Nathan
all
is.
I gotta do, whenever I feel something scary, I'm just like my hairs go up on my arm. I'm like, he's right behind me, isn't he?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
I'm gonna take your virginity.
Anyway, still small talk. We should like we're already.
I mean, to be
almost
fair,
ready to
horror
do
movies
this.
are
That's
kind
true,
of
that's true.
Halloween, which I kind of.
talking about freaking other things too. Anyway. So yes, that's fun.
But
are
I
any more
actually
questions for you?
so
Oh, okay. Continue, Nate. Yeah.
so. You know how we were playing that train game on Roblox
Oh yeah.
the other time,
Yeah.
and I get like freakish, like I scream and I like. There is
remember
actually a fear for that. There is actually a phobia.
Choo choo phobia.
It's
I'm
a
kidding.
phobia that is like, if you're on railroad tracks and a train is coming towards you, that's part of it. But it's mainly a phobia of being hit or being crashed into.
Sorry.
A bit of a delayed reaction.
I just threw my fist out quickly at Nathan to see if he would react. Anyway, any other questions, Braden, before we actually move on to the main topic? Nope, I'm going to take that as a no.
Braden?
What?
Oh, okay, there he is. You're not on your phone, are you, Braden?
I didn't even hear you. What'd you say?
He was asking if you had any more questions.
Oh, no, my week was pretty boring, mostly just school and soccer.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. So, moving on to the candy tier list. And if the candies are bad enough, it's actually going to be a tier list. Because I'm going to cry, Daddy. What? Anyway. So, wrong tab. So, right tab. We have two different lists that have two different candies on it. And then we go from, basically S tier, A, B, C, D, F, and never had it.
All right.
And then on the other one, it's
Here's
first
what I'm
go
going
on
to
A,
say
blah,
right
blah, blah.
now.
Yeah.
Everybody would disagree with me on this, but
Yeah.
candy corn is a C tier.
I don't disagree
And
with
here's
that.
my reasoning why.
Okay.
Because of the aftertaste. The aftertaste of candy corn is so bad to me. It's just like, I eat it, I'm just like, like the aftertaste is like, very like, how do I phrase it? It's like,
Bitter.
Corn. It tastes like corn, right?
it tastes worse than corn.
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this. So, Nathan, first one on the list, 1,000 grand. What do you think? You ever had 1,000 grand bar?
Yes.
What do you
I
think?
would give that an A tier.
Braden, what about you?
Probably had it, don't remember it.
Wow. I would say A tier too. I like the crispiness.
I like the crispy, I like the nuts in it.
Good. Anyway.
Okay, can I say nuts in candy bars without somebody saying, ooh?
No. Anyway.
Because there's a lot of candy bars with peanuts in them.
Hey everyone, this guy likes nuts.
All right. Three Musketeers.
Solid
tier.
S tier.
Solid S tier. What do you think, Braden?
A tier. If you eat a bunch of them, like I'm saying, like more than two, it starts to get old pretty fast.
So, unlike you, Braden, we're not stupid. We don't chug 53 Musketeer bars.
You used to eat like
Oh, what are you talking about?
okay.
Oh,
I
what
would.
do you mean?
I would
No,
express
no,
this to you
no,
right
no.
here. So
I don't know what
Nathaniel
you
and I
mean.
used to go trick or treating way back in the day together.
What? No.
He would get a whole jack-o'-lantern pot of candy, take it home, and he'd text me like 2 hours later, my candy's gone.
And you wonder why I'm nearly 300 pounds today. But Three Musketeers is definitely an S tier for me because it's like
Airheads,
so good.
I'm going to have to give that a C tier.
C tier.
Yes.
I would
A
say,
tier.
I would say D tier.
The aftertaste of some flavors
Yeah.
are, they're tart.
It's always the aftertaste, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the aftertaste. If the
We'll
aftertaste
put it below
isn't good,
candy corn.
I don't want to eat it.
That's true. Almond Joy, that's straight to F tier though. Gotta be the
Never had
coconut
it.
almond joys. Straight to F tier.
All right, we're about to have a huge argument here.
Oh! Are you a fan of the almond joys, or are you?
Yes, because I
Really?
like the coconut in them.
Bro, I like coconut
Nut.
too.
Nathan likes coconut.
Why? I want to say coconut. I want to say nuts without somebody making it a joke. Bro, it's like all the perverts on Halloween are like,
Like, what? I got nuts. in
Dude,
my
take some of this
candy.
almond joy. It's got a lot of coconut in it.
Notice how I emphasized that. I was like, oh, you're a fan of the cocoa nut.
You're like, you're nutty, right?
That was so where would you place it?
I would place it at B or A tier.
B tier? How about let's compromise and say C tier? Because I would put it in F tier.
Why? Okay,
I
explain.
hate almonds. I hate almonds.
Bro,
That's
what
one
about the
nut
coconut?
that I don't like.
Okay, there's only one almond in it. The
I
rest
know, I
is
don't like
coconut.
almond at all.
It's
I
coconut
freaking want to
meat
be like going
dipped
into the
in
candy bar
chocolate
and like
with an almond stuck.
Ah.
So you don't like
I don't like.
nutty
Why
chocolate?
don't they just make? Why don't they just make coconut?
I'm gonna nut on
Joy.
you later. All right.
Not almond joy. Who asked
I
for
don't
an almond?
We can't be mature whenever
No,
we're talking
we
about
can't.
anything
We're
that
just like,
involves
we-
nut. All right.
Somebody says nut, and it's just like
Every man in the nearest vicinity is like. Anyway, moving on. Can't see. Oh, baby something. I can't see.
Baby Ruth.
Yeah.
Those are
Never had
actually
it.
really good. I like
I
those.
haven't seen a lot of them. Like,
Huh?
They're not a very common.
No,
candy.
they're. I think they're starting to dwindle.
Yeah. They're starting to dwindle because they have no nut in them. All right, I'm kidding.
I take that back. There is nuts in Baby
Yeah.
Ruth.
Oh, there is. Okay, which one?
I think there is.
You have to look it up.
I'm not sure what kind of nuts it has. I
I've
know
never
it
had
does.
it. I'm gonna be honest. I've never had a Baby Ruth bar, but maybe that's because they're like a regional thing, perhaps. I don't know. Nathan's looking up to see Baby Ruth. It's taking some time, guys. Hold on.
Peanuts. It's
Oh.
it's peanuts and it's peanuts, caramel, and
I mean, it sounds.
nougat. Whatever you say that. NAUG. However you say that.
Nougat? I don't know.
Nuggets.
So
It's not nugget. I know that much.
something. It sounds like just a fancy like Snickers bar or something.
Kind of, yeah.
You know.
It's like a Snickers bar that actually tastes good.
I was gonna
Like, so many people are gonna argue with me. Snickers bars. I don't know if it's just me not liking chocolate all that much, but Snickers bars, they're super messy, and it seems like they just blow caramel up in you. And where's the rest of the flavor?
yeah. And
Like you
too
just
much
bite
peanut,
into it,
too.
you're like, caramel.
Yeah. Also a little bit too much peanut. Like some of them have more peanut. In
See,
them.
the thing is if it's advertised as like a peanut bar, you'll like it. If you don't advertise it as a peanut bar and you advertise all these other
Peanut.
flavors, you're like, why am I just getting one? Or why am I
Yeah,
just getting
I don't
two
know.
when it has all these other flavors? I don't know if it's in here,
Yeah.
but pick 5. Pick 5 Reese's or whatever it is. Those are so good.
I've heard, but I haven't had them.
Never had
Oh
'em.
my gosh, they're so good.
I'm gonna sneeze. We're good. Sorry, I'm allergic to all the peanuts going on in here. All right, Babe Ruth, sound good. I've never had them, but we're going B tier, I guess. Butterfinger, S tier.
Oh, absolutely
Never.
an S tier.
Never had them.
S tier for what did you say, Braden? I can't hear you. Sound like you're talking like this with your mouth over your hands over your mouth.
Never had them.
Never had them, bro.
Oh,
Butterfinger,
wait, Braden. However, you never had Butterfingers.
I don't know.
bro. It's
Okay,
so,
I
Never had
will
'em.
make sure this Halloween you get one Butterfinger
Yeah.
and you eat it.
because what's
They're
really funny is
good.
that if you take the wrapper and you rearrange the letters, you can make Buttfinger, and it's a real
I get it. I get it.
yeah. Butterfinger S tier.
Why?
Oh no, Nathan, shut up! I saw the meme somewhere. Anyway,
Guys, say crack my backwards.
have you seen that?
No.
It was they took a
No,
a
I
wrapper,
think you
cut the
mean, like-
individual letters out, switched them around, and it just spelled Buttfinger.
Okay, first of all, they said that wrong. You don't organize them. You just get rid of some letters.
I guess
Because it's
Yeah.
butter. You just get
That's
rid
true.
of the
you take the and put it on the other of finger. So you take the ER from butter.
So
it's
what you're saying is going to
B-U-T-T,
be
finger
butter, finger.
Yes, that's how you say finger. There's 2 ERs. Finger.
Isn't?
No, you don't.
Finger. Yes, there are.
We're gonna start
Nathaniel,
out
are
these
you-
grammar.
Bro, what the?
Nathaniel
But
did not pass
finger
second
is
grade
with
English.
2 ERs.
Finger.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Finger. It's 2 ERs. Finger ER at the end.
Why would you put it's butt finger?
butt fingerer is what I said.
Oh, I thought you said butt finger.
Yes,
No,
I
said
heard butt
fingerer.
Guys, say crack my finger backwards.
No. Heard that one. Moving on to the next one, which I can crunch instead of crack. Straight into the S tier because freaking.
Oh, it's really good.
What is it?
Crunch, the rice cake.
S tier.
ones. Yeah, absolutely, no question there. Dots.
Dots.
I've never had.
D
them.
tier.
B tier. Yeah.
Yes, we agree. D tier. Dots are not that good. They really aren't.
Oh, I said B tier.
Oh.
You said B tier. I swear I heard you say D tier. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I said B tier. I like them because they're like soft and chewy, but they're stupid.
Wow. Fun dip.
Oh, Fun Tip is an S tier.
I've never.
Yeah,
had
S tier.
What do you think, Braden?
All right.
S tier.
All right.
Until you crack your tooth on eating the frickin'
I've never
spoon.
had fun dip.
I sign off. Sayonara. Oh my
Nathan's
God. This guy has
leaving.
never had Fun Dip.
I've never had fun dip.
This guy didn't have a childhood.
Bro, my
Getting Fun Dip
childhood
for
was
Christmas was like top 10 moments
That was my
ever.
childhood.
Your
Not
childhood
like
was,
that.
hey, cut up Butterfinger and put the after finger.
Yeah, no, literally, like the first
Bros the
candy bar.
Butterfinger.
But no, literally, like the first candy bar I've had in my childhood was Butterfinger, and then Steak and Shake did the Butterfinger shake, and I was like, oh yes, please, and then I had that almost every time when I was like 6 or 7. But no, never had Fun Dip, but I trust you on this one.
It's absolutely an S tier. Hasbro gummy bears. How about the sugar-free
S
kind?
tier.
So we can get on the toilet and do some.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Most people don't even realize this, but do you know what laxatives are used for?
Yeah.
If you're constipated,
Yeah.
they're like, I can't.
But most
Take
of
them
them,
and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna be on the toilet for a couple
Yeah.
hours because I'm about to explode.
but no, seriously, a Haribo gummy bears probably a B tier. Honestly, they're good unless they get too hot, then they melt everywhere.
Yeah, any gummy candy.
Well,
They have to be a perfect temperature because if they're too
Yeah.
cold, they'll just turn into rocks.
True. So like, yeah, I'd say B.
I still say S tier.
S tier for the
I
gummy
said
bears.
S tier for gummy bears. Yeah.
All right, we'll compromise and say top of A tier.
Okay.
Heath bars, S tier.
Yeah.
Never had them.
You've never had? All right, we need to get him Heath bars this Chris.
Heath bars. It's kind of like a dark chocolate nutty bar. Kind
It's
of.
not.
It's
It's English toffee, so it's
It's a nutty bar.
dark chocolate and then like
Pretty weird, I don't
a
know.
caramel hard like crunchy bit in
Did
the
you
middle.
even hear what Brain said?
I didn't because he's going like this. I can't hear half the words.
He
he's
said it's a
pronouncing.
nutty bar.
Oh, okay.
How nutty is it? Oh,
All right. Whoa, all right. But yeah, no, Heath is S tier for sure.
Hershey's.
Hershey's plain,
B tier.
like
Like a regular Hershey's
just a
bar.
normal regular Hershey's bar is probably a C tier for
B
me.
or A. No, you can't.
I'd say
put
B tier.
It's classic. B tier.
All right. What are these? Oh,
No.
hot toddy or what?
Nope.
Hawk
F
Tuas?
tier.
Hot tomalas or
F
whatever.
tier.
What?
My reasoning
Can you
being
say the
it's
candy name out loud, guys?
I can't. What the frick, Rain, are you saying? I can't freaking hear. Hot tamales, the hot, yeah.
Hot tamales?
Yeah, whatever they're called. I can't see from back here.
Tamalas.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah. Hot tamalas.
Yeah, or whatever. Whatever they're called. You think F tier?
I think
Nathan.
F tier just because they're hot and spicy, and I just can't.
You can't do candy that's hot and spicy.
No.
What do you think, Braden? Have you had them?
Nope.
I get S tier. Jelly beans, another classic.
Oh yeah.
About
C
as
tier.
classic as Hershey's.
A tier.
C tier.
C tier.
Bruh.
Unless they're Dr. Pepper flavored, C tier.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. We're going B tier on this. We're going B tier. Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, Jolly Ranchers are solid.
S tier.
I would agree. Unless there's one reason why they might be lower S tier is if you come right down on a very hard one with your teeth and you get that
Okay, the first part of that sentence was kind of...
You're not supposed to chew them.
I've seen
Yeah, you're not
people
supposed to
shut
chew 'em.
up. All right.
That
Hershey's Kisses.
That sounds like a you problem.
You're
not
supposed to suck
chew 'em.
them. Okay.
I'm not good with sucking. I'm afraid if I suck them, they're gonna nut. All right, I'll suck.
I'm sorry, did you say suck?
Suckies. All right. No.
Wow.
Hershey's Kisses.
Hershey's Kisses.
S tier.
S tier. Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what's really funny? Why did we put Hershey's bar on B, but we put Hershey's Kiss on S tier? It's literally a Hershey's bar in a different shape.
Because it's not in, like,
It's not
so
good.
much,
What?
so much chocolate.
Also,
True, but you can just break off part of a Hershey's bar and it's a Hershey's Kiss.
you know what
Just
else is?
whack.
You know what
I
else
don't care.
goes in S tier? The peppermint Hershey's Kisses, the Christmas ones.
Oh,
Those
that's
are
above S
absolute
tier. I don't even know what's up there, like heaven or something, but...
Yeah. Whenever I have another candy that has nut in them,
Oh,
I
okay.
think
Oh
about
my
it.
gosh, don't even get me started
about to
on
get up
nut.
From this chair.
Don't even get me started on nut. Okay.
All right, Kit Kat,
S tier.
S tier.
Absolutely. an S tier.
Really, Nathan?
Yes.
All right.
Why? Where do you put it?
I would put it. I would put S tier.
Why
But
are
again,
you
if
asking me
it's
why?
melt again, like if half this stuff melts, it's not good anymore. Like, have you gotten a?
Why would you let it melt?
how you
Chocolate
actually-
doesn't
Because
melt
if you
at room
sit on them-
temperature, so unless you're living in a sauna, it's not gonna matter.
Imagine.
If you sit on them, they melt. Yes, they melt, but guess what? You put them back in the freezer. It's the same
Who the
candy.
frick is
It's just-
sitting
But
on
no,
a Kit
no.
Kat?
Have you ever had a Kit Kat where it's melted? The chocolate has all run to one side, and it's just the cake part sticking out on the other side, like a bone sticking out of a finger.
Bruh,
Have
it
you
seems
had
like
that?
you have issues.
I've had that. Somebody has given me a melted Kit Kat.
And you know
bar
what? I
where
would still
all
eat it
all
without
chocolate
complaining.
Melted to one
Because a Kit Kat
side.
is a Kit Kat.
Eat it.
It was, and I did, but the cake on the inside of a Kit Kat by itself is not good, but with the chocolate, it's great.
Okay,
So,
so
I'll
I'm
put
going
it
to
in- I'll put it
emphasize
in
to
this,
all this
but-
audience real
yeah.
quick is he's complaining about Kit Kats because of the inside.
Yes, if the
There's
inside of
a
a Kit
little
Kat by
special-
itself,
So this
the
man
wafer
says-
is by itself, it's essentially like chowing
Ban
down
him from
on
candy.
a
Why do you
ice cream cone with no
Why
ice
do you
cream.
think it's dipped in chocolate?
If it
It's
melts
just-
off half of it and you have to eat the half with nothing on it,
let me ask
that's
you
what
this.
I would say.
Let me ask you this: if you
Absolutely
get an ice
ban
cream
this
cone,
man
you let
from
all the
candy.
ice cream melt, and you just eat the cone. Isn't the exact same thing?
That's why I'm saying that's when it's not good.
Yeah, but how can you blame that
Hawk
on
Tua.
chocolate?
I'm not blaming it on the chocolate. I'm blaming it on the stupid circumstances that the candy. But you know what? Moving on.
Or
Frickin'
just
moving
don't let
on.
it
We're
melt.
having too much of an argument.
I
About
no
stupid candy.
I misunderstood. I thought you were saying you didn't like it because when it melts.
No, I said it is
Oh.
S tier except when
Okay.
it melts off the half. All right. Moving on, bro. I'm about to flip this test. This test. Also, is our recording still good? All right, we're good. All right, just wanted to make sure. Have you ever had the Krabby Patty candies or whatever?
S tier. Above S tier. Heaven.
What do you think, Nathan? Have you ever
Okay,
had them?
I've had them,
Yeah.
but they're not anywhere above S tier. I'd say they're B.
Yes, they are. They're so good.
I'm gonna
They are
compromise
so
and go
good.
A tier.
You don't know how excited I get when I walk up to a stranger's house and see one of those plumped in my bag. I just get all giddy. I go, "Wee, yeah,
Buddy's
Krabby
too much of a
Patties."
SpongeBob fan. I've never had them, so
I have, but they're just like they're gummies in the shape of a Krabby Patty.
exactly.
Oh my word, but they taste so good, and you can pretend you're eating a hamburger.
Bruh, you put gummy bears on C tier, and you say, "Oh my
I
gosh!"
put gummy bears on S tier.
We don't have
You
gummy
said
bears.
C tier.
You mean jelly beans?
I meant jelly beans.
Bro, Nathan, what are you?
Oh
talking-
yeah, jelly beans suck. That's not even a gummy. That's just a bunch of sugar with flavoring.
A lot of the candy on here could just be called sugared flavor.
Yeah, but it's like not good flavoring, you know.
All right, here's
Gotta
this
have
next
good-
one that I'm gonna immediately transport to S tier, which is the
Lifesavers.
the lifesavers, but not
The multi-flavor
the
pack.
multi-flavored like
The gummy ones.
The
Oh,
gummy
yeah, I would
ones.
trans-
Yeah,
Yep, maybe even heaven. We should make a
flavor.
S tier absolutely. Now the
we should make
normal
a new
lifesavers
area
are
above
classic.
S tier
Oh
called
yeah,
heaven.
they are. They are.
So
good.
they're going top of A tier. Now
Bruh,
what's this next?
when I had my first gummy lifesaver, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's a lifesaver," and I feel it's gummy. I'm like, My life has changed.
Exactly. The gummy lifesavers are one of the best candies you can get in Halloween.
I think they're a bit underrated.
Underrated, absolutely.
All right.
Just like
Suckers.
jelly beans are underrated on this list, apparently. Anyway.
Sucker.
All right, I feel like this is
know it.
going to be a bit of a debate.
All right, Braden.
But the best suckers are the ones with the...
We're talking about the ones you can get at the bank. They are like in a bunch of... the cups, and you stick them at the top, and like they give them to kids
No.
and
I'm
stuff.
talking about the ones that are filled on the inside. What is it?
The ones that are filled in the inside. Are you talking about
They have like a candy bar inside of them. It's like Tootsie Roll. They have a Tootsie Roll inside of it. Those are so good.
Those are good.
However, Dude Perfect would have something to say about Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, what does Dude Perfect have to
They say they're horrible. He punted Tootsie Rolls, and I'm like,
I'll take.
Tootsie Rolls are not
That's an
bad,
outtake,
but they're
right?
not good.
That is an L take,
They're nowhere near good, even.
bro.
They're like the middest of mid.
Braden, did you just say Tootsie Rolls are mid?
I did.
Braden.
Alright, we're kicking him off the podcast. Get
All
out of
right,
here.
all right. Braden's gone.
Braden,
No.
Alright, no. But
Tootsie
no,
Rolls are mid.
this is a picture of those like they got like the butterscotch, they've got the cherry,
Yeah.
they've got the bubble gum, like the stuff you'd find at the bank.
Yeah.
The little
Yeah.
those are a solid B tier for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Those are nice, but I don't have them often enough to say.
I say
Okay.
suckers.
Here's one thing.
Depending
that
on
I'm
what
seeing
flavor they
coming
are,
up in the
see
We're
list.
both talking at the
Okay.
same time.
Braden, go ahead.
Braden, you say what you were saying.
I just said what I said. C tier.
C tier? Okay, what do you think, Nathan?
Okay, well, M&Ms are going to be
The next. Okay, well that's
peanut M&Ms are going to be an A tier.
Really,
Yeah.
Braden. What do you think about peanut M&Ms?
A tier.
A tier?
Solid A tier.
Really? Peanut M&Ms
yeah.
for me is a D tier. I do
Really?
not like peanut flavored anything. I don't.
Oh.
I had peanut butter so much growing up
How?
that I now despise the flavor of
The
anything.
right combination. So you don't like Reese's.
No, not really. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, I'm officially walking out of
Get
this
out!
room because
Get out!
Nathaniel
Get
has
out!
the
Get
worst
out
tasting
right now.
candy ever.
Hey, listen.
Sayonara.
Nathaniel-
See you guys
Hey,
later.
listen.
I'm never going to
So
be in this podcast anymore.
I've gathered that
Sayonara.
Nathaniel's
Bye-bye.
like some gummies and all chocolate.
Bruh.
That is what I've gathered from this podcast.
You've gathered is what I can hear right now.
Well,
But no,
get closer.
Okay, we'll put them where you want. We'll put them where you want them. But I would never grab a peanut M&M off a shelf. Like if I were
Really?
Regular M&Ms.
That's
regular
astounding.
M&Ms, yes,
S tier.
obviously
Absolutely an S
tier
tier.
for a normal M&M.
Yeah, I would agree S tier.
Mike and Ike.
F tier. What the freak is that?
F tier.
I've had it, but like, what is that candy, dude? It sucks.
It's essentially if you were to take gummy bears, make them more acidic, and change their shape. That's essentially all.
Yeah, F
And make
tier.
them harder. That's what she said.
You said harder?
And then you add up
That
over
nut
me
in a
saying nut.
Hey,
And now you
I
say
said
that's
it one. I had one joke. You were saying over and over and over and
All
over
right.
again.
All right.
Nuh-uh.
Mike and Ike's for me are a
Yo-ho.
C tier. Just because they're alright.
Yeah.
Milk Duds.
Those are pretty good, except for they get
F
stuck in your
tier.
teeth really badly.
That's probably true.
Which I guess you could gripe about that with Tootsie Rolls too, but Tootsie Rolls taste better.
I'm gonna go
So
F
I'd
tier.
rather deal with Tootsie Rolls than Milk Duds.
Now, I would say Milk Duds are probably a D tier for me.
Yeah.
But
D tier.
a Whopper.
I
a
would say
little-
F tier.
Really? I'd say D.
Whoppers,
They're alright.
D.
Whoppers are good though.
D tier.
The little smaller ones that are harder that you like crunch into, those are nice.
Yeah, I
They're
don't like
basically
it.
a smaller. They're basically a much smaller Milk Dud with minus the milk, essentially.
And the dud.
And the
Milky Way.
Milky Ways. They're an A tier for me, honestly.
I would give
I
them a
don't
B
think
tier.
I've had those.
You haven't had
You
Milky
haven't
Way.
had Milky Way.
I
but
probably have had it, but I don't know what it tastes
Bruh,
like.
okay.
We know what we're doing for Halloween this year.
I wish my
This
mom
guy's
would
such a
candy so I can
fan
actually go
of
try these.
Halloween, and yet there's so many common candies he's never had before.
Milky Way.
Okay, I'm gonna text my mom where she hid the candy, so that I can go try some of these.
The candy for the trick-or-treaters and just grab some for yourself. I see.
Yeah, essentially.
All right, top of A tier. Nerds.
I'd give those a solid A tier. I would.
Braden, what do you think about nerds? Being
S tier.
one yourself.
Easily S tier. Any day of the week.
Really?
And here's
Any day that-
people
okay.
have
Any day that
been
ends with
eating
Y.
nerds their whole time. So if you get that box of nerds, some people just like pour a little bit into your hand. You know, you eat it at a time. No, those small boxes, you're supposed to shoot it. You're just supposed to open it and eat it all at once.
Well, shooting it means you inhale.
Okay, that's probably not true.
Oh, I've got nerds up my nose.
Sniffing the nerds.
You just do a line of nerds. Your mom
Have you
walks
guys
in,
ever
you're
smoked
doing a
Smarties?
line of nerds. What the frick is wrong with you? I'm high on sugar.
No, you crush up nerds, lay it on the table, you take a straw, and you just... you just line up crushed nerds, you take a straw, and you just do... Your mom opens the door, what are you doing?
Drugs.
You know, it would be so funny
What?
having to explain to her that those are nerds.
It's nerds. They're fine.
I don't know.
They're nerds. They're not. Go
There should be more
You're
dis-
freaking grounded. They're nerds, mom. They're nerds.
I don't know if she would be more disappointed if she knew it was
dying
cocaine or nerds.
I think Nathan's slap happy. He's
Bro,
absolutely
I'm just
dying.
imagining somebody just sniffing nerds.
I sniff for nerds every night. What? Anyway, moving on. Are you alright, Nathan? Nathan's
I'm dying apparently.
They're going A tier.
Okay, first of all, can we just not rate the pretzels?
Those
aren't candy.
not candy.
Straight to hell.
The what are they called?
They're the something gold.
The
pretzels.
rolled gold pretzels.
Yeah.
Not a candy. First of all,
Straight to hell.
that's the kind of thing you give out. Like, have you ever had one of those old ladies in your neighborhood where, like, trick or treat, they drop like a pencil into your bag or something?
Yeah, they're just like, you don't need candy. Here, use this for school. I'll use that to write.
Here's an apple. Boom. It's like, I won't be trick or treating in here anymore, woman. I'm freaking leaving. Yeah.
Okay.
Get out here.
Just put it
Yeah.
in never have
Never
had
had
it.
it. Yeah.
Just
Reese's.
absolute S tier.
I'll
Straight
trust
S
you
tier.
on this.
Heaven.
I'll trust you on this, but yeah, we've already had that.
Reese's Pieces. Oh my gosh! If there was a level above
Those are
S tier,
okay.
that's where it
Those
would
are
go.
okay. Those are
Bro,
pretty good.
I have eaten a whole pound bag of those in one sitting. On accident.
Bro.
And here's the problem. Here's why I say on accident, because I'm eating them with not even thinking about it.
That's pretty easy to do. I think I've done that too.
All right, we're good. But yeah, no.
What did you say, Braden?
I said it's pretty easy to do. I think I've done it too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Eat a whole pound
So
bag
S
of
tier
Reese's
then, I
Pieces.
guess.
Absolute S tier. Like top and
Yeah.
top of S tier.
What are these? Oh, ring pops.
Oh my gosh, dude, those are so good. You just put it on your finger and you can just walk around with it.
B tier.
You can just,
B tier. It gets annoying and sticky.
D tier.
bruh, those are so much better because with suckers, you don't really have a good way to store them. Ring pops, you put them on your hand. They're there the whole
You
time.
fall.
Yeah,
there's
but then you
dirt
forget
all
they're
over
there
the
and then
ring
you touch
pop.
that.
Okay, you could say
It's
that
all-
same thing about suckers.
Well,
But here's the bad
No.
thing, right?
yeah.
Is if you fall with a sucker in your mouth,
Well, that's also true.
if you fall with a ring pop in your mouth, your hand gets destroyed.
What if you fall with nerds in your nose?
You
Shoot, nerds go ever. Nathan, are you okay? He just started flapping around and dying laughing. What the frick?
I flap like a cheeseburger.
Yeah, okay. This episode is like we've had a bit of a dry spell for the last 2 weeks, and then we come back and have an absolute banger like this episode.
Bruh, I'm just imagining somebody Bro, why are there nerds in your nose? No reason. No reason at all.
No reason.
Oh my
Ring
gosh.
pops. I guess we'll go B tier on these. I don't know. What are these? Oh, Rolos.
Oh, S tier.
C
S
tier.
tier. Oh my gosh. Insanely S tier.
I give it a C
Those
tier.
things are so good. I'll eat those by the pound.
I'm putting them in A tier because Nathan wants to C tier them for some reason.
See?
Nathan
Yes.
thinks that Rolos.
You
go in
are about
C
to
tier.
see this freaking you know what go up
I'll
your butt.
explain it to you. I'll explain it to you.
Okay, why do
So-
you not like Rolos?
I don't know what kind of chocolate flavor they use, but the chocolate flavor with the
The
caramel
best?
does not mix well for me.
How? How?
It's the way
Listen,
that
I'm
they
gonna kill you.
mix with each other ends up being, again, with the weird aftertaste. For me, it gives me a weird aftertaste, like a tangy aftertaste I
Honestly,
don't like.
You know, Moose Tracks ice cream, right?
Yeah,
It's got the little like chocolate, the little peanut butter cups in them.
yeah.
Braden, imagine if there was a ice cream that had, instead of the little peanut butter cups for Moose Tracks, they had Rolos, like little mini Rolos in them. I would love that,
Nah.
but you wouldn't because you're a nerd.
Will I eat Rolos? Yes. Are they my favorite? No.
No,
Bro's
Yeah.
literally a nerd. Like
Skittles,
nerd, you get it.
S tier,
Skittles
absolute
are
S tier.
Skittles are
It
absolute.
honestly depends. What kind are they?
They're just the
normal
regular
ones,
classic
the regular
Skittles.
red Skittles. Yeah.
B tier.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have.
Sorry, Braden. I'm
Why?
Give me your kneecap.
Explain why.
Yeah. It's just the flavor's mid.
Bruh. Okay,
Mid.
then tell me what flavors are to make it S tier.
Sour Skittles. And tropical Skittles.
Okay, I can't disagree with you on sour Skittles. Those are really good.
They're all right. Not S
But-
tier for me, but okay.
Here's the funny thing, Brain. Did you know regular Skittles are already sour?
Yeah. Do you know that?
Nope.
Braden? Braden just said
They're
nope.
not. No one's gonna tell me
Skittles
that.
are already sour.
No, they're not.
All right. This is the hill Braden's choosing to die on.
Hey, I mean, there's a lot of candies in here that I would
That's
die
true.
on.
Smarties.
You're gonna
Okay.
die in general because you said Rolos is a C.
All right,
Smarties.
Smarties next.
I give it a B tier. It's not my favorite, but I
Have
just
you guys ever smoked Smarties?
What?
smoked Smarties. Those sound
Yeah,
horrible.
look it up. It, like,
Smoked
some people just
Smarties.
some people
Sounds
crush
disgusting.
it up, breathe it in, and then blow out the dust.
What the heck?
Like what Nathan's suggesting we do with nerds. Imagine if we just smoked nerds. Yeah, I'm putting.
Oh, I see what you're talking about, Brain. Yeah. I can't say I haven't done that before. It's where you take an unopened package of Smarties and you whack it with something, and it crushes
Yeah.
all the
Oh.
Smarties down into a powder, and you
Okay.
just eat that. And then when you open your mouth and you blow out, it blows out the powder.
Huh.
Yep.
Then half
For
the
some reason
powder's
in my
not-
mind, I was saying like you take Smarties and you put them in a fire and you smoke. I was like,
Yeah,
that
no.
sounds disgusting.
All right.
Yeah, definitely not.
yeah.
Snickers,
Snickers.
F tier.
F tier.
I give it a C.
C tier.
F.
I'm gonna put it in D tier, but let's put it on the record that I hate
Okay.
Snickers. Sour Patch Kids.
They're
S
all right.
tier.
I give them an A.
I'm putting them in S tier. I agree with Braden here.
I give them an A.
S tier.
Absolutely.
All right.
Starbursts.
Oh, bro, absolute S tier.
Braden.
Wait, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Starbursts.
Starburst S tier.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
That's
we
right.
actually agreed on a candy. Would you look at that?
Swedish fish.
S tier. Oh my gosh, S tier. That is my favorite gummy candy ever.
I give it an A tier. I quite like them.
Yeah, I'm putting them in A tier as well. What the frick is this? Why is there a
A
toothbrush
toothbrush?
on this?
No,
list? I don't know.
never had it.
Tootsie Rolls
Pits of
immediately.
Hell.
Tootsie Rolls S tier, absolute S
Tootsie
tier.
Rolls immediately. To
Tootsie Rolls F tier.
Nathan's gonna walk out of the room again.
Oh my word! Somebody stop me from punching
Okay,
a hole in
okay,
the wall.
okay. I can have.
Bro, why is it an
Two-
S tier?
I can have
explain that to me.
I can have 2 Tootsie Rolls before it's like, okay, this is boring. Like,
Candy's
it's
not supposed to
literally
be
just
exciting.
You know
Fudge.
what's the best way to eat a Tootsie Roll? Eat
Yeah,
one,
don't eat it.
chew it up a little bit, put another one in, chew it up a bit, put another
like
one
a
in,
roll of
and
gum.
have 4.
Yeah.
4 in at a time, and you
Yeah.
just soak all in that
Yeah.
chocolate flavor.
diabetes speedrun.
dude,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
so good.
Very good. Now, what about Trolleys? Or what?
What
are those?
think
Oh,
I've
those
only
the
had
gummy
those
worms?
once, and it was a while
I've
ago.
never had them.
C tier.
I've
They're
never
mid.
had
Yeah, I'm going with B or C tier.
Okay.
Let's go
C tier.
C.
My favorite candy of all time is Twix.
Valid take. I'm gonna say A tier.
No. Twix I can't eat very well.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Twix is that candy that gives my body that sensation of don't eat it. I don't like it.
Wow.
Because there are some chocolates, I don't know, I haven't really like set aside on what chocolates do, but there's some chocolates that are very difficult for me to consume.
Okay.
I don't know
Wow.
if it's the abundance of sugar per bite or
I don't know. For me, Twix.
Quite possibly the worst take in tier lists ever.
For me, the reason why I like Twix so much is because you take
a Twix left and a Twix right,
You
you
would-
stick them together.
no. You
By the way, is there any difference?
No, there isn't.
Twix is essentially you take a Kit Kat and you put caramel in the middle with the
Yeah.
chocolate, and
And you make it bigger.
they're very good, and I think they're one of my favorites.
I quite enjoy Twix. I'd put them at A
Twizzlers.
tier.
Twizzlers,
Licorice, bleh, bleh.
Twizzlers,
Pit of hell.
hit up F tier for the Twizzlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like licorice.
Yeah, we're gonna just skip right over that they put vegetables.
That's
Vegetable.
my tier.
Frickin'
Fruit snacks, oh, S tier.
Welch's fruit.
S
What
tier.
are they?
S tier.
Fruit snacks?
S tier.
Welch's fruit.
Alright. Just what kind of fruit snacks?
They're just the regular
The
kind.
Welch's fruit snacks.
Like the one that Ryan has?
Huh? The Welch's.
Like
You
that?
know the brand Welch, right? The blue box with the Welch on the front.
It's the fruit
Yes.
snacks that Ryan stashes.
Okay, then yes, S tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoppers. S
I already know your
Whoppers?
take on that. I would give those an A.
Whopper, Whopper, Whopper.
Oh shoot, wait, what's a
Whopper.
Whopper again?
It's the little tiny chocolate circles with the crunchy stuff in the middle.
They're like,
Didn't we already do that?
We did Milk Duds. It's essentially the same thing.
but with a
I thought we
crunchy
did
center.
Whoppers though too.
Well, they just showed up on the list. So I'm putting them
Oh,
as tier.
C tier. They're pretty mid, to be honest.
Wow. All right, last candy on this tier
York.
list. One of my favorites.
I would
is a
give that.
York.
I would give that.
Wait.
I'd say a lower S tier, but still.
Is York.
Wait, what is it?
York.
It's like a circular
Yeah,
chocolate bar.
the Yorks.
Yeah.
They got like they're soft. and with the peppermint in the inside.
Well, you guys are gonna get mad. D tier.
Bruh.
I don't know what it is. Mint and
You have the
chocolate
worst takes in these freaking tier lists. What the frick? All right.
doesn't hit.
Bro, I'm gonna hit you. All right.
I'm fine with that.
What? I'm playing. All right.
All right.
This
to,
one has a.
to be
let's
completely
skip over the
honest-
ones we've done already and just do the
Okay.
ones we haven't done. So
Cookies and cream Hershey's.
Cookies and cream
Bro,
Hershey's.
that is a solid S tier.
Heaven.
Yes. Absolutely. What did you say, Brayden?
Braden, what'd you say?
I would put it at heaven.
Evan? Sure. All
No. Whenever
Oh,
I
okay.
get those for Christmas, Braden's like, "Can I have some?"
Exactly.
right.
Especially when you get the pack
Reese's,
of the
Kit
little
Kat, we've already
dot
gone all
ones.
over those.
We've done
Wait.
those. Have we done those or have we?
Sweet darts. No,
What are
sweet
those?
tarts.
Oh, F tier.
Sweet tarts?
Those are absolutely
I would give
disgusting.
those an A tier.
What?
F tier.
Nathan?
F tier.
F
F
tier.
tier.
Ooh, we got some debating going on here. Braden likes, or Nathan likes them, but Braden hates them.
What do you think, Nathaniel?
I've never had a sweet tart.
Oh, well, I say they suck, but
What do you think?
I
we
think
just
they're
put
an A
'em-
tier. Well, put them in B, yeah.
And then there's just a bunch of ones Hey,
bunch
look,
of ones we've done
snort,
already.
the snorting one.
I'm gonna sneeze some nerds.
Now, what is a good and plenty? Is that essentially a mechanic?
What?
A good and plenty. I've
What is
never,
a good and plenty?
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of that either.
What the?
What is a good and plenty? Because I've never had any of those. Done those and those. Oh, Andy's mints. Are those?
Yeah, they're all right.
I'll put them in B tier.
Again with these mint
Alright.
candies.
Here's one for. Here's one that I think we Laffy Taffy.
Oh, S tier.
Oh, Andy's mints. Oh, these are the ones they have at Olive Garden, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, S tier. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, really? Okay. What about Laffy Taffy?
Oh, those are so good.
S tier.
S tier.
Okay. I'm gonna be called an old nerd for this one, but not this kind you snort. The Werther's Originals. I know I'm gonna be called a grandpa
Those are so
for
good.
liking these, but
Those
I
are
love 'em.
so good.
I love them. S tier. What do you think, Braden?
I bet you
I'm
Nickel
looking 'em up.
Brain's never had one.
Probably. What did you say, Braden? You're talking very quietly.
Oh, those grandma candy?
Yeah.
The Werther's.
Absolute pits of hell.
All right, so you're
Why?
never making a
Okay,
take on this podcast.
Explain to
again?
me why.
I don't know what it is about it. It just gives me a headache.
How? Well, probably because you get so much sugar. So by the time you have one of these, you've snorted so many nerds that you can't see straight.
Nope, just gives me a headache.
Well, bro, you are a headache for us on this podcast.
Well, you're a headache too. So
Let's see what's next. We've done Mike Thanks, we've done Almond Joys, we've done those. I don't know what that is. We've done the butt finger. Oh, Mr. Goodbar. Have you ever had him? Mr. Goodbar?
I
What is
actually
that?
don't think I've had one.
I don't think I've had one either. No idea. What are the gum, the bubble gum ones? You know the little
Oh, those
twisted
are
up
pretty good. Yeah.
bubble gum things. What do you think, Braden?
I don't exactly know what a bubblegum thing is, guys.
The little, it's a yellow with the blue twisties on the end. They're the little.
Oh, the
pink-
cheap little bubblegum thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. Yeah, those are good.
I put them in A tier.
Except they last for like 2 seconds. But whatever.
Well, that's kind of true. What else we got on this list? Roll-ups, fruit roll-ups.
Yeah.
That's more of a school lunch type of candy.
That's probably true. Oh, here's the.
I would put 'em at-
Skittles.
C tier.
All right. Lemon heads.
F.
Little too sour.
Really? All right, I'm putting them in B. 'Cause- What was that, Nathan?
It's called stretching.
Oh,
Leave me
okay.
alone.
Nathan we're just talking about whatever. We talked about these. Wow, what are you kicking your?
I'm trying to.
Oh, have you ever had a Toblerone or Toblerone?
I have.
Oh yeah, those are good. I
I'd
like
give
those.
it
Like,
an 8.
I'd give it an A tier.
Okay. That's good.
Did we just agree on something?
Oh my God, we just agreed.
This is a moment in history.
Warheads.
No.
A tier.
Straight to the trash.
Really?
Yes, they're way
I
too
love
sour.
warheads.
Bruh,
They
my
are not-
sister has
Nathan,
burnt holes in her
you
cheeks
have-
with those things.
You have zero spice or sour tolerance if you think
No,
those
I
are
can
sour.
eat them. I just hate how sour they are.
They're not sour.
They are so sour they will burn holes in your cheeks if you're not careful.
Bruh hasn't had. Do you like Sour Patch Kids? Because those
Yes.
are sour. So he does have some level of sour.
No, I
tolerance,
can
but-
eat sour stuff. Bro, I have drunk a straight shot of lime and lemon juice.
It's still, yeah.
That's not even that sour for real.
Well, Brandon, you have a very high sour tolerance, but it's still destroying your cheeks.
Yeah.
And if you tell me another really bad take on this list, I'm gonna destroy your cheeks.
Give me the other two.
I'm a minor.
That was the last one on the list. We've pretty much done everything.
Nice.
Nice. So now I'm gonna look back at this, and it's gonna say an hour and 20-something minutes, right? An hour and 13 minutes on this episode.
Hey, it's a special.
This
It's
is
allowed
special,
to be
so that
that
makes
long.
sense.
It's a Halloween special.
Next week
Yeah.
we'll be talking about Cyprus. Dream property. You know where Cyprus is, right? It's the little island that has the big tail on the end of it.
Yes.
So that's what we'll be doing next week. But anything we want to, any candies that were never mentioned in these lists that we want to say where they should belong.
I can't really think of any
What do you think,
candies
Braden?
that I would really care to remember.
Did we talk about Reese's Pumpkin?
The pumpkin Reese's with the puffy.
Ooh, the
those are
pumpkin-shaped
okay.
Reese's.
Those are okay.
For some reason, though, I know it's like made all the same. Those are 100 times better than any other Reese's.
Wait,
Better than Reese's Pieces.
this isn't a Halloween candy,
Oh, okay.
but there is a candy that I love. It's like a hard outer shell with like a soft middle.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called.
That's like me, for real.
Wow.
Your mom.
All right.
Uh,
What are they called, Nathan?
hang on.
I'm hanging on.
I'm trying to see if I can find them.
We're hanging on so hard. Brandon.
Okay, alright. Shut up.
Yep.
Yep. If I can't find them, I can't find them, but
Okay. Still waiting.
yes, hush.
Hurry the frick up.
Her birthday party. I can't find them.
Alrighty, so frick that candy.
Never mind.
What do they look like?
It depending on the flavor, sometimes they're like a white ball, but if you bite into it, it's like a chocolate ball with like a soft middle. Hang on, you entertain the audience. I'm gonna see if I have one.
Ooh, okay. So, Braden, let's entertain the audience while Nathan looks for these candies by talking about how crap his takes were on some of these things.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about like the fact that you guys argued so much on some of these takes?
Basically, what I think is Nathan was wrong and I was right. Pretty much.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, Nathan's still gone, and so we gotta continue to entertain the audience, I suppose.
True.
So, oh, did you find them? Oh.
So they are Lindor.
Oh, the lender, yeah, the little yeah.
Lindor Linders.
Yeah.
Those are a Christmas candy, but those are so good.
Yeah. Well, guys,
Wait, what is it?
the Lendl, the little, what do they call it? Let me look.
The company is Lindor, but they're Linder, Lindor.
Yeah. They're like, yeah. Lendl and...
I would put those at C tier.
Yeah, probably. Wow. All right.
I didn't even drink soda for that one.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Braden, for being here.
Of
Probably
course.
won't see you for several more weeks on this podcast because every other topic we talk about is boring to you, anyway. But anyway, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and end this week's episode. Thank you for joining us, and tune in for the outtakes reel of a take that we tried to make at the start of this that we're going to put at the end. So, guys, listen to that and then tune in next week. Yes.
Hello, we are test recording now. Hang on.
Oh, my God! Are you quite all right, Nathan? Because what the frick was... He's still going.
Sheesh.
All right.
All right.
What the